or file that we saved, DVD drawer 1. Okay, now let's see, anything else we need to do on this? Not really. So let's go ahead. Now this looks a little bit too pointy, this corner, for my taste. So I'm going to make that a little bit less pointy. But I want to keep everything else the same for the most part. Let's do this. I'm going to select those two vertices and just scale those in a little bit. The one right there in the corner, I'm going to scale it in just a little bit, raise it up. I think I scaled it a little bit too much. There we go. And I think I'm going to select all these and just move that back just a tad. Alright, let's see if that helped a little bit. Alright, that looks better to me. Go to a side view. I'm going to select all these vertices right there, and I'm just going to move that up a little bit more. Maybe push that in a little bit. Alright, there we go. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is let's start working on our door. We kind of want a door on this thing, so let's see. Let's go ahead and make everything quads. Split poly or shift right click, split polygon tool. Just going to make everything in quads right now. Since we're going to do a smooth, it's going to be better to have everything in quads. Alright, on top of this, it's kind of, let's see, we want to pull these in a little bit. And this next one's pull it in a little bit, something about like that. And I'm also going back in the side view, and if we look right here, we've got kind of between these vertices and these vertices, we've got kind of a big distance. We've got a smaller distance between those, and then we've got a really small distance between those and those. And I don't really want that. I want it kind of more evenly spaced. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and add a division down here at the bottom. Shift right click, cut faces tool. Just going to put one down there. And I'm just going to start spacing these out a little bit. So maybe raise these up. Raise these up. Alright, so something about like that. Alright, now with those readjusted, I'm going to start cutting out the shape of our. Now the top of our door is rounded just like it needs to be. In fact, I'm going to pull these in a little bit here. Alright, just trying to get this roundness to the top of our door. The bottom is kind of more squarish, so we need to do something about that. Let's see, shift right click, split polygon tool. We're probably going to end up with a triangle in here, but that's okay. Let's see, I'm going to start there. Alright, shift right click, split polygon tool. Let's continue on here. Let's see. Let's bring that down to the bottom down here. So all the way back to here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And again, you can cut this model in half, just work on one side, and once you finish it, you can duplicate it and then merge it, combine the two, and then merge the vertices in the center. But for something this simple, I'm just going to go ahead and I can get it pretty close to looking the same. Now I'm going to select this edge back here in the back. Go to our polygon menu set, edit mesh, delete edge vertex. Alright, everything is in quads except right here we've got a triangle, but I think where it's at, it's going to be alright. We could change this to all quads by having this come up here and then bringing it down. But again, I think we'll just see how this is going to turn out. We can redo our topology if we need to. I'm going to select everything where the door is going to be. Whoops. Just going to use my paint select tool here. Alright, edit mesh, duplicate face, shift, I'm going to click the body, shift, click the body again, and now I just have the door selected. Let's see, I'm going to do a modify center pivot. Alright, that's not doing that. I'm going to open up the channel box over here, and I'm going to go ahead and start naming everything. I'm going to double click and name this the body, and double click and call this the door. Now you see there's a transform node right here. That just means we've got history on it. So I'm just going to just select the group. Set this all together. I'm just going to select the group, edit, delete by type history, and that gets rid of the transformation node with all the history on it. Alright, I'm going to take the door, add it to a layer. I'm going to name this layer LYR underscore door. Click save, and now I can just hide that layer to hide our door. Alright, I'm going to select the body again, select all these faces, edit mesh, keep faces together turned on, and then let's just do an extrude. Look for that little handle. Let me zoom out. There's a little handle here sticking up. I'm just going to click on the tip of it, and it puts us kind of in world coordinates. So now I'm going to look for the blue handle, and I'm just going to push that in just a little ways. About like that. I'm going to press the letter G to repeat the extrude. Again, I'm going to click on that handle, puts back in the world. I'm going to look for the blue arrow and just push that back. Actually, I'll just push it all the way through. I'm going to go to a side view. And all I'm going to do is just use my scale tool and just reverse the direction of that curve. Something more like the back of this. Alright, with those faces still selected, edit mesh, extrude, click on the handle, and I'm just going to extrude just a little bit. So I just added a little extrude there. Object mode, or actually let's go to vertex mode. Select all those vertices, use my move tool, and I'm just going to move that just to where it tucks inside the back of our DVD drawer. Alright, let's see what we have. Object mode, I'm going to press 3 for a preview, smooth preview. Kind of frame in on this. Alright, so it looks good. Even having a triangle where we have it looks good, except we've got some, if you look at the edge, we've got some weird shading going on right there. But that's just because, again, the edges are being pulled probably inward. Yeah, see that edge right there? So if I highlight this edge and then unsmooth this, see that edge way up here? It's just pulling it way too far. So we can fix that by adding some edge loops. Shift, right click, insert edge loop. I'll put one right there. I'm just kind of looking at this front. We got this distance here, so I'm just putting the same distance on this side on the inside. I'll also put one on the back and maybe one in the middle. Alright, do a smooth preview, and now you can see that edge is now way up here in the front where it should be. So if I unsmooth it, it's not pulling very far, so now we get better results. So if we look really closely, all that shading issue that we had is now gone. So it looks nice and clean now. And I believe that's it for the body. So we've got this DVD body looking really good. That groove looks really nice. All the edges look really nice, the corners. Alright, let's go ahead and do a save. And I will see you in the next part, and we'll start modeling some feet and the drawer part.